Hey everybody, excuse me, I just swallowed my own air. Welcome to your opportunity to get better, to be able to improve yourself, improve your fitness, and whether you want to get a nice ass or to get jacked and tan, you know, we're going to eventually get to the bench press and the squats later. Right now, I want to talk about, one of the things that I love, which is gaining knowledge, attaining knowledge, and sharing that wisdom with anybody that's watching. So today is the first episode of your book review. I was probably looking over here. I should be looking at the camera. Your book review. Now, this is a guy who my best friend Josh turned me on to when, we used to always watch the Joe Rogan Experience. He was a guest on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. He is a famous psychologist professor from Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to welcome Jordan B. Peterson with one of my favorite books, The 12 Rules for Life. So The 12 Rules for Life, an antidote to chaos. For a person like me where I grew up without my biological father, and as my mom called him, my bio dad, you can always bring humor into very serious situations. It's no big deal. What's a big deal is how this book taught me to be, more assertive. It taught me some lessons about how to carry myself as a human, as a person, and as a man. So a lot of these rules, all 12 of these rules, really give you a good kind of outline, a good guide on how to act. I feel like everybody knows these rules, but it really interprets it and explains it in a way that makes sense, which is what my channel is about. Making anything about, fitness, health, getting stronger, and lifestyle make sense to you. I can get up into I could talk about technical jargon all day. I love that stuff. I'm a fitness geek. But right now, this is the book review time. So the first rule in Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life is, hold on a minute. Let me fix my posture. The first rule is to stand up straight with your shoulders back. I see a lot of people walk into my gym. I work over at Next Level Fitness in Hillsboro, Oregon. And as a trainer, when I do a client consultation, a prospective client walks in with their shoulders rounded forward. What that tells me is that they're probably not very strong in their back. They're probably stress ridden, and they have a forward shoulder, which is called a kyphotic posture with a rounded upper back. Now, it's called upper cross syndrome, but what I call it is just bad posture. Your shoulders are going to be so forward. These muscles are tight. It's not good for your shoulders, and it's bad for your neck. Might give you headaches. The other thing about it is that it doesn't make you look confident. A confident person, like if I were to teach a, when I was an intern, I coached a bunch of young teen boys. It was like a strength training. They were working out with me before their practice, working with weights. And if one of them was doing, whether it was some kind of a deadlift or a bench press like this, I would tell them, hey man, what would you do if you were on a beach and a cute girl walked by? Immediately he would go, puff out his chest. That's what I call a proud chest posture. Let me fix my mic. And a proud chest posture makes you look confident, and it's good for your health. Rule number 2, treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. You want to help yourself. You don't want to really break yourself down. Okay, that's not really very constructive. You want to be constructive, not critical. You can criticize yourself, but don't enforce negativity. Like that kind of negative mind loop, it's not healthy. You want to treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Take care of yourself. Have a purpose. Do what you love. Rule 3, make friends. Speaking of responsibility, you are responsible for making friends with people who carry themselves carry themselves like people you want to be around. They say that you are a combination of the five closest people to you. Make friends with people who want the best for you. If I were to get a job or win a competition or do something, get a new car, would my friends be jealous and be negative towards me? Like, would they say a bunch of, you know, sly comments? If they did, those would be people I would not want to be around. Make friends with people who want the best for you. Rule number 4, compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. If that person is up here, they achieved something, you could look at that and be jealous, envious, or you could have the open mind to say, hey, if that person can achieve something like that, I can achieve something like that. I can achieve a goal. I can achieve a checkpoint. I can compare myself to yesterday. If I am better than I was yesterday, that's a point on the scoreboard. You may as well call that a win. We're all about wins. Be positive. Be focused on improving yourself every day. I wouldn't overthink it. Rule number 5, one that I kind of don't relate to, but I was a kid once. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. Try to give your children the opportunity to be better people. You don't want to let them get in trouble. I grew up raised right. I was raised right. My mom took care of me. I was in sports. And if I ever, let's say, did anything dangerous, or if I ever got involved with anything that was sketchy, well, she would draw the line. She was very, very strict on keeping me safe and keeping me out of the bullshit. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. Any parents that are watching, please leave a comment below and let me know what you would add to that rule. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. Rule number 6, set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. If you go out and say, screw this and screw that, like, you may as well, here in my studio, if you guessed that I'm shooting this episode from my bedroom, then you are right. No truer words were said. I am in my bedroom, but I'm looking over at my bed and it's made. I took the opportunity to make that a habit, and now it's a behavior that I make my bed every morning. I set my bedroom. I am the type of person who focuses on keeping my house, what I can control in my own environment, in perfect order. That way I know that I'm organized. A clean house is a clean mind. Keep your house organized before you criticize the world around you. Rule number 7, pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. Pursue something that has purpose, not something that's going to be short-lived. Okay? Um, let's say a brownie, a piece of steak. Healthy food, that's going to keep you full. Tasty food, that's junk food. That's going to keep you hungry. That's just one example. What makes you happy? What do you love to do? Personally, the reason why I'm doing this show is to be able to become a better professional interviewer, become a better personal trainer, to become a better son, a better boyfriend, to become a better bodybuilder. Those are things that are important to me. Those give me meaning and importance and purpose. So don't pursue what is expedient. Don't pursue things that are short-lived. Just think about that. Kind of think about that for a bit. Mull on that one. Rule number 8, tell the truth, or at least don't lie. Go through life being honest, speak your mind, and hiding anything is going to be really negative. It's going to weigh you down. I don't recommend it. Rule number 9, assume that the person you are listening to might know something that you don't. If I were to go on a date, um, if you were to go on a date and the person was late, you weren't attracted to them, okay, you could just take off. Or you could be open-minded and stay there and listen to them. They might not have the same beliefs as you, although they might have some information that you don't. Think about that one. Rule number 9, assume, well, I just said that one. Rule number 10, be precise in your speech. Be very concise with your words. Be direct, to the point, be straightforward, speak your mind. If I were to talk to my girlfriend and be ambiguous, hey babe, I'm upset. These past few weeks have been really tough, and I'm going to tell her what the problem was and how I feel about it. Just don't go off on tangents. I mean, I'm guilty of going off on tangents, but you got to be really direct. And to get forward in this life, speak your mind, be precise, tell people how you're feeling, and think about what you say before you say it. Rule number 11, do not bother children when they are skateboarding. Oh no, you don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. Number 1, if a mom's like, oh, that's dangerous, stop it. Well, if she's telling that to her, to 9-year-old Mikey on the skateboard, she might interrupt him and he might fall. That's dangerous. That is dangerous. You gotta let kids play. Kids gotta play. They gotta get the alleys and boo-boos. Let them learn. Let them build bonds. Let them learn how to play, learn how to develop relationships, learn how to communicate and become just healthy kids. That's all I can add to that one. And again, any parents, if you can add some more information to that rule number 11, please do. And subscribe and buy a shirt. And I'm not trying to upsell, just trying to make money. Rule number 12, pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. To me, this indicates that, well, first of all, I did not make this rule, so don't condone me as a non-dog lover. I love dogs. I grew up with dogs, and they always love you back. A cat is a little more independent. Cats don't really give a shit about people usually. They don't always give you love back. It's a rare opportunity to see a cat in the street. When it comes to you and it's not running away like most cats would, take the opportunity. Stop and smell the roses. Stop and pet that cat. It's going to purr and really enjoy you petting it. That just means to appreciate the small things in life. Hold on a minute. How do you do that? How would I appreciate this beautiful backdrop? And it's not Photoshopped, by the way. How would I appreciate it? Being present, be in the moment. That's why you would pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. That is the 12 Rules for Life by Jordan B. Peterson. Again, here are the rules from 1 to 11 or 1 to 12. Rule 1, stand up with your shoulders back. Rule 2, treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. 3, make friends with people who want the best for you. 4, compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. 5, do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. 6, set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Make your bed. 7, pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. 8, tell the truth, or at least don't lie. 9, assume the person you are listening to might know something that you don't. 10, be precise in your speech. 11, do not bother children when they are skateboarding. 12, pet a cat when you see one on the street. Okay, so that's today's book review. I know that you enjoyed it because you watched the whole video. You didn't sign out, so Remember to subscribe if you want some more amazing fitness, health, and lifestyle content. I'm Connor Burton with Connor Burton Training and Blue Collar Fitness Podcast on bluecollarfitness.com. Feel free to subscribe, leave a comment below, and have a great rest of your day. I'm out. Bye.